YouTube, what's going on? Y'all already know who it is, man. It's your boy D Davis, back out here with another episode of Fishing with D Davis. Hey, so back out here on the lake, man. I want to answer a couple of questions that was asked to me in a couple of my previous videos and out here on the lake. One of the questions was asked, if I was to get weeds in my trolling motor, how do I get those weeds out? And I answered that question with the hook that I simply got from Bass Pro Shops, right? So it's just a hook that's about 6 feet long that I can simply get up in there, pull the trolling motor up, pull the weeds out, drop the trolling motor back down in the water, and keep on going. It's worked great. Another question I had, I was asked was, why do I have my side imaging set out to 70, 80 feet? Well, the reason for that is, in California, we fish a lot of deep water, right? I'm fishing in water as deep as 120 feet, right? So the reason why I have my side imaging set out so far is so I can cover more water with my side imaging to put me on more fish, right? So I can't see the bottom, but I can see out 100 feet or 80 feet, and I can see fish out there at 60, 70, 80 feet, and then just navigate over there to them and try to get them. So that's the reason why I have it set out so far. Obviously that changes when I'm in shallower water, looking for structure and things like that. But that's just to answer those questions, man. Y'all stay tuned. All right, guys, let me go with my setup for you real quick. I got my 8-foot ACC Crappie stick. I got that on 10-pound test mono line with a 1/4 ounce tungsten weight. I got that paired with a shad pole, smoky shad color, with a ACC black jig head with a Lew's Mach 1 reel. That's what I'll be starting out with today. Of course, I got my other poles right back there behind me. Got my 10-footer, my 7.6, and another 8-footer back there with some hair jigs and some other plastics on it. Y'all stay tuned. All right, guys, we got one out there about 10, 15 feet. I'm trying to see if I can cast him in this wind and maintain this boat control, but it is mighty, mighty difficult. But see if we can't get it on film. There you go. Do you see it? Nope, didn't see it. Reel it back in. Let me go up here and see if I can't get back on him. He's about 35 feet out now. That's a crappie. That's a good one. That's a crappie. That's a good one. That should be all over him right there. Boy, I thought he saw it. That is a crappie. I guarantee you that's a crappie. If I can catch him, I can show you. If I can catch him, I can show you. Reel it on up. There we go. Come on down to him. Come on, get it. Come on. Got him. Got him. Got him. Got him. I knew that was a crappie. I told y'all. Woo, that's a monster too. Woo, good God, that's a monster. Jesus Christ, Darian. Woo, that's a monster. Crap, there in the morning. Goodness gracious. Don't tore up my little jig. Let me let y'all see this one right here. Boy, look at that monster right there. Y'all see that? Slabs on slabs on slabs, baby. Woo, goodness gracious. All right, see if we can't get out there and find us another one. YouTube, what's going on? It's your main man D Davis, man. I'm back at the house. I had got a late start today, and when I got out there on the lake, the wind was real bad, but I was able to catch 6 fish, even though I only caught 1 on video due to the wind. I caught 3 that was over 2 pounds. I'll let y'all get a look at them real quick. Today I'll be doing a catch, clean, and cook. I'm gonna fillet some of these fish. I'm gonna show you how I fillet them, and I'm also gonna show you how I scale them. But I'm gonna be doing the recipe today. We're gonna do some smoked crappie with some crab cakes and some smoked cabbage. But here's some of the crappie I caught yesterday. We got 2 of these right here. We got 1 right here, and then these are the 2 pounders right here. We got 2 that was I think this one was like 218, and this one was like 202 or something like that. And then this one right here was 277, about 16 and a half inches, 277. So I'm gonna show y'all how I scale these and clean them whole, and I'm also gonna show you how I fillet them. Y'all stay tuned. All right, guys, so how I scale them whole, I'm gonna use my bubble blade with my 9-inch stiff knife. That's what I'm gonna use to cut the head off. But in order to just scale them, I just use a simple spoon. I know a lot of people like to use the electric scalers and stuff like that. I just use a simple spoon. So you just go across the back like this right here. You know, get the scales off. Make sure you get those scales good. Boom, just like that. You flip them over. Same thing on the other side, like so. And there you have it. So it's scaled now. So next thing, what I like to do next is I like to go ahead and cut the head off. So I flip it over. I come right behind this fin right here, right? Reach my bubble knife up. Go right behind the head and just make a C cut. I like to make a C cut when I'm doing this. Just like that. All right. Now we're gonna make a slit through the anus. So I'm gonna take my bubble blade again. Just come right through there like so. Full of eggs too. Scrape all of it out. Nice and clean. Clean that up a little bit. Scrape the rest of it out. And then you just, well, before I put it in the water, what I'm gonna do is make some score lines so that seasoning can get down in there real good. Like so. And there you have it. That's a nice whole fish. Put it in the water. I'll clean that later. But that's how I do my fish whole. Next, I'll show y'all how I fillet it. All right, guys, next I'm gonna show y'all how I fillet my crappie anyway. The first thing I do is change out my blade. So the last fish I just did, I had the 9-inch stiff blade. Now I got the 9-inch flex blade, so I can get in there and fillet that fish. So same concept. I come in with an angle right behind this fin right here. I cut down until I get to the backbone. Then I turn my knife And I come on down that backbone, just like so. And then I stop right here. Once I do that, I flip it over, come again, right along that skin. And the reason why I'm using this 9-inch blade is so I make sure I can cover the whole fish. And there is a beautiful white crappie fillet. I got the rib cages in there. I'll cut those out in a minute. But for the sake of time, let's do it again. Turn them over like so. Come behind right here. My knife is at an angle. I come down until I get to the backbone. Turn my blade. Come down that fish's backbone like so. Till I get to the tail. I stop, flip it over, press down, and this is the reason why this flex blade is so important. Come down right along the skin, and we have another beautiful fillet. Those are some nice fillets. They're gonna smoke up very well. All right, y'all stay tuned. We're gonna get to the kitchen. Hey, what's going on, YouTube? Welcome back. All right, so before I start cooking my, smoking my crappie, I got them over there drying. You never want to cook wet fish. You want the seasonings and everything to adhere to the fish. So I got it over there drying. But in the meantime, we're gonna start off by seasoning our cabbage, and also we'll be making that with crab cakes, all right? I have 2 cans of lump crab meat right here as well. But for my cabbage, we're gonna have our avocado oil. All right, I like using this as opposed to olive oil due to the higher flash point. All right, we have that married with some crushed red pepper, some basil pesto. That's the secret formula to what I'm about to show you here. All right, some kosher salt. All right, and then what we're gonna do is put some smoked paprika on that as well, and we're gonna wrap that in some hickory smoked bacon. Okay, so that's what we're gonna do for that. Now, once that comes off the smoker after about 1.5 to 2 hours, I'm gonna cut it up. You should be able to cut it up really, really easy. All right, and I'm gonna chop up a half a jalapeno and a half bell pepper. All right, along with cutting up the bacon, put it in a pot for about 10 minutes, maybe 15 minutes, so everything can marry together. That's what we're gonna do for that. All right, now for the lump crab meat, all right, you're gonna need some lump crab meat. I got 2 cans here. I also have 2 eggs. All right, the other secret formula for the crab meat is the Goya breadcrumbs. All right, so you're gonna need that, some onion salt, some garlic salt, some mayo, either some stone ground, Dijon, or regular mustard, whatever you prefer, okay? And just a smidget of Creole seasoning. Now you can substitute Creole seasoning for hot sauce or cayenne pepper, whatever you want to do. I'm choosing Creole seasoning today, all right? So let's get started. All right, guys, I got my cabbage right here. As you can see, I cut the core out. You don't want to smoke your cabbage with the core because it's real fibrous. All right, but this is extremely easy. This is extremely easy, right? All you want to do is get you a little avocado oil. I'll put it over here on the foil. Spray down your cabbage, right? Spray it down nice and good, like that right there. All right, next, all you're going to do is going to take a little bit of salt, sprinkle that on there, like so. It's good. Gonna take a few crushed red pepper flakes, sprinkle those on there. All right. Guarantee y'all, this is absolutely delicious. All right, now what you want to do is put a little smoked paprika on there. That's gonna give it that nice color. Probably should have opened this beforehand, but all right, take a little smoked paprika, You can give it a generous amount. Paprika really don't have a flavor, so just depending on what color you want in your cabbage. Put that on there like so. Now, this is the pesto, all right? What we're gonna do is we're gonna get a spoonful, right? We're gonna dump some down in the core. What that's gonna do is, as it's on the smoker, it's gonna release throughout the cabbage. But what you also wanna do is you wanna put some like this in your hands, right? And all you wanna do is just spread it all around the cabbage. All right, all around the cabbage. Now I gotta put a little bit more on there, so that's okay. A little bit more like that. All around the cabbage. Just like that, all right? And make sure it sticks on there nice and good too. Put a little bit more on there. Just like so. Okay, once that's complete, you grab your bacon. All right, I'm gonna pick this up. Let me put a little bit of that on there. Got some. All right, you're gonna grab your bacon. You're gonna lay it flat, just like this. Three strips across. Put that a little bit closer. And then 3 strips the other way. Okay. Then what you're gonna wanna do is put your cabbage back on here, right? And you're just gonna work this up just like so. And as you're doing that, slide this back. It should stick on that pesto. If it doesn't, not a problem. Because what you're gonna do, or what you'll see, is that when I fold it up with the aluminum foil, it's gonna fold it right up in there. And what you wanna do is you want that bacon, those juices from that bacon to seep down in that cabbage as you're cooking it. And it's gonna add a ton of flavor that you'll be sure to enjoy. So we'll just fold that end up like that, and then we'll do the last one. Like so. Just like that. Now, as you can see that there's a little bit of cabbage exposed, I just take a piece of aluminum foil, wrap the entire thing up, and put it on the smoker. Y'all stay tuned. All right, guys, we got our lump crab meat right here. I decided to open up another can because my kids wanted another can, but we have our lump crab meat right here. We have our onions, got a little celery, some garlic, some red, yellow, and green bell peppers. I'm gonna put those in the blender just to kind of mix them up so the crab cakes won't be crunchy. All right, and earlier I said onion salt, but it's actually onion powder, so I apologize for that. It's onion powder. All right, so let's go ahead and pour our crab meat in here. Now, what we're gonna do now is we're gonna go ahead and season our crab meat, okay? Just a light coat, nothing too crazy. That's all you need. A little bit of garlic salt. And a little bit of onion powder. Now, some people are gonna say, why did I not pour the juice out of the crab meat? Well, the reason I don't pour it out is just because I like my crab meat crispy and crunchy. And what that is, and what I mean by that is I'm gonna put more breadcrumbs than normal in here so it can soak it up. All right, so I'm gonna pour some breadcrumbs in there. Just like that, and you'll be able to see it soak up. All right, now next what we're going to do, we're going to get our mustard. We're going to come back with our mustard, spray some of that in there. I normally like to put about 3 to 4 tablespoons in there. That's good. Then we'll come back with our mayo. All right. So this is all about how creamy you want your crab cakes. All right. So I'm gonna put about 2 good scoops in there because I got 3 cans now. So put about 2 good scoops in there, just like so. Leave that right there. Now we're gonna come back and we're gonna crack our 2 eggs. All right. So we'll go ahead and crack our 2 eggs, just like that. Just like that. All right, so I'm gonna wash my hands and then I'll put the vegetables in the blender and be right back. Y'all stay tuned. All right, that's about the consistency that I wanted. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and pour that out right there. All right. Now let's go ahead and give this a good mix. All right. So you want to mix this up real good. All right. So I didn't want the vegetables to be super mushy, but I didn't want them to be extremely big and choppy as well. I cut them up small, but you know, that's just a personal preference thing that I have. So you can do whatever you choose to do to your liking, but that's just how I like it. So as you can see, all of that juice that was at the bottom of the crab meat is mixing in very well with the breadcrumbs. So we'll continue to stir that up, and then what we're gonna do then is put it in the refrigerator for about 45 minutes before we put them on the skillet. All right, I have some avocado oil already prepared on the skillet. All we gotta do is just warm it up and make our crab cakes, people. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish stirring this up and start to prepare the crappie. So y'all stay tuned. All right, guys, so I went on ahead and got my crab cakes wrapped up. They've been in the refrigerator for about an hour now. So I go on ahead and put them in balls. My grease is hot. My avocado oil is hot. So I'm gonna go ahead and drop those in there. I'm gonna use this spatula so I can mash them down to make them flatter and still be able to flip them. So let's go ahead and drop those in. All right, people, my crab cake's been on about 2 minutes now, so I'm gonna go ahead and mash them down and then flip them and then leave them on for about another 2 to 3 minutes. All right, let's go ahead and mash them down. Just like so. And then we'll go ahead and flip those. All right, people, it's been about 5 minutes. The crab cakes are looking delicious. I'm gonna go ahead and take them off, all right? So let's go ahead and get one off at a time. Man, that looks absolutely delicious. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drizzle some with some yum yum sauce, but I'm gonna eat mine the regular way. You know, you can do as you wish. My kids love them with yum yum sauce. So I'm gonna drizzle some with some yum yum sauce on them, all right? But y'all take a look at that, guys. Man, these crab cakes look absolutely fantastic. All right, people, so now comes the part that y'all wanted to see, the smoked crappie. All right, I got some right over here, but I'll get to those later. But how I like to do mine on my smoked crappie is I like to have my skin still crispy, and how I'll achieve that is with this that I told y'all about earlier, with the avocado oil spray. And what I do with mine is I just lightly coat it on both sides. And that's all you need to do, right? Well, that's all you need to do as far as the skin is getting crispy. The other part is to ensure that you leave the aluminum foil when you put it on the smoker open. All right, make sure you coat the bottom of the foil as well before you put the fish on there. Now, even though we're making a lemon garlic butter sauce, all right, only thing I'll be seasoning this fish with is a little onion powder, a little Tony Chachere's Creole seasoning, And this right here is a game changer. If you don't have this, I encourage you to get it. You can get it from any of your local supermarkets, but this right here is a game changer. So let's go ahead and get this seasoned up so we can go ahead and put this on the smoker. And that's that, people. So I'm gonna go ahead and season up the fillets. We'll do the same thing, and then we're gonna stuff them with the lemon and some rosemary, all right? And then what I'm also gonna do is use half of this lemon to squeeze into the lemon butter garlic sauce, all right? I'm also gonna use some of this seasoning and some garlic salt, excuse me, not garlic salt, but some lemon butter garlic seasoning from Kinder's, along with this seasoning with some 1 stick of butter and 1 stick of Irish butter. And that's pretty much to be it with our lemon butter garlic sauce. All right, guys, the butter is completely melted. I've added my, well, it's not completely melted, it's a little bit in there, but close enough. I've added my lemon juice in there. And what we're gonna do now is go ahead and season this up. And then what we're gonna do is drizzle that all over our smoked crappie, all right? Now, if you don't like the consistency of your melted butter, if you wanna thicken it up, you can add a tablespoon of flour to it, and that'll thicken it up, but I like mine just the way it is, just because I'm just gonna drizzle it so it can just soak into that meat of that fish. So we're gonna add a little bit of onion powder, a little bit of the total seasoning, and most importantly, the lemon butter garlic sauce, all right? So I'm gonna take the whole thing off because it's not as salty as you think it is. So just drizzle a little bit on there like that. All right. Now, what we're gonna do is stir that up and let that simmer. Man, that smells good already. My goodness. And why not? We'll throw a little rosemary in there as well, just to give it a little liveliness. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna let that simmer for about 10-15 minutes. And then we'll go out there and check the crappie, because it's been about 15-20 minutes right now. Just check it, just to make sure it's doing okay. So y'all stay tuned. All right, people, got the smoked crappie off the grill. Look at that. Oh my goodness, don't that look fantastic? Smoked crappie on the Traeger with that lemon butter garlic sauce. Man, I'm gonna go ahead and plate this up. We're gonna give it a taste test and see what it's like. Y'all stay tuned. All right, people, we got the taste tester herself, the queen. All right, let's go ahead and dig in and let the people know what you think.
Okay, starting with the king of the dish.
Smoked crappie. Look at that meat pulling off that bone. What you think?
I've never had smoked crappie before. Really, but my goodness, it's so flavorful.
Let me get a little bite of that. My goodness! Oh! I can't even hardly talk. Y'all need to try that recipe. I am telling you, it is off the chain. Oh my God, flavors is busting everywhere. I almost swallowed a bone eating it. Man, that is delicious. Let's try a crab cake.
Let me
She's in the crappie, ladies and gentlemen. Let's try a crab cake. Let's see. Let's try the cabbage and crab cake.
This peas of crappie, and then I'll go to the crab. There's some good crappie.
All right, let's see about the crab cake, ladies and gentlemen.
Do you hear the crunch?
I hear it, cause I like it crunchy. I like it thick and crunchy. All right, let me get a little piece. Let me get a piece. Let me try some of these cabbages, ladies and gentlemen. Lord have mercy. All right, that's it. I'm through. And yes, I said I'm through, not through. I'm through. It's so good. Y'all, if you haven't already, please like, comment, share, and subscribe to this video. If you have any questions about the recipe or proportions of this recipe, let me know in the comment section below. I'll do my best to answer those. Other than that, I'm about to chow down, y'all. Peace.